I've seen players getting cut, and I think to myself, what a thunderful world. Big day today, Sage. Big day. Big day. We had a lot of cuts, a lot of releases. That's the best part of being a fan of the NFL or any sport, is watching grown men's dreams get fucking shattered. No? Isn't that what you watch for? I love seeing someone get fucking DFA'd, waived, fucking all that shit. That's what I live for, man. And today we got to see what, I don't know, fucking 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 players get fucking told, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's what, we get what, 47 per roster multiplied by 32. That's what, 50 times fucking 30. That's more. It's about 16, 1,700 people that were told, you fucking suck. Maybe, if you don't suck as much as these other guys we're going to scout out, maybe, just maybe, we'll put you on the practice squad. And even then, you don't have a fucking tulip's chance at making the goddamn starting roster, you son of a bitch. That's what I love. It gets me so jacked up, you have no idea. You have no idea whatsoever. Whatsoever. Oh, I love it! They can cry while they fucking bite on a fucking donaire, you know what I mean? You know what I'm fucking saying, Sage? You feel that? You feel that? You like that? I know I do. I know I do. God, I fucking... Oh, Sage, I got a second wind. I was just feeling real tired and drowsy, and I just thought of all these grown men that are crying right now. Fucking crying in their bedrooms because they couldn't make a fucking NFL team. I don't know, nameless, about 16, 1,700 grown men that were cut today in the NFL. We don't live to see who makes the team, we live to see who falls. And today it was a beautiful day. Like I said, I think to myself, what a thunderful world. And I love it. To quote Leslie Nielsen, I love it. Naked Gun 2 with O.J. Simpson in it, also known as Nordberg, also known as O.J.'s Juicery. There you go. Shout out O.J.'s Juicery. The number one, and I do mean the number one football franchise of all time. O.J.'s Juicery. Coming soon to a Yahoo near you, because ESPN got ditched, bitch. Because ESPN got fucking ditched. So... that's all I gotta say. Zal, I gotta say, nameless, thank you for the like last night. Might have been a little extreme, but thank you for the fucking like. It is the 31st of August. I almost said October, and you would have been late. Fashionably late. At 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Almost at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would not have boded well for you. That would have been terrible. Showing up that early and waiting around for 12 hours. That could have been absolutely fucking horrendous. You know what I mean? But thanks for those likes there yesterday. You're not going to sleep at that time. You can sleep before, after, potentially during, in between picks. You could do that if you want to do that. I mean, whatever you want to do. We're all ears. That's all I got to say right now. It's 6 p.m. Eastern Stage. Don't fuck with me tonight. Don't fuck with me on the fucking Christmas of the fucking off season. Sage, I'm trying really hard not to fucking call your sorry ass. It's fucking 6. Because that's when Indie Game Cloud goes on, is 6. So the first hour we'll have fucking Nathan waltzing around playing God knows what. Probably some shitty ass fucking indie game on their goddamn Discord. Change it! You change it or I'll change the dimensions of your fucking face. You understand the words that are coming out of my... You don't give a fucking flying whale fuck about IGC on Sunday? You know what, Sage? That's strike one. That's strike one. And in my league, there's not 3 strikes, there's 2 strikes, and then you lose your fucking wrench. You want to play this game with me? You want to play a little fucking Russian roulette wrench? Huh? Oh, you want to try me? You gonna try me with the ooh, I'm so scared? I'm not gonna eat a vegan donair. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm almost 40. Shout out Mike Gundy. We love you, Mike Gundy. I'm not eating a vegan donair. What did you just say to me? Take that back. That's so disrespectful. Take that back, Sage. Even for you. You know that's low. That's disgraceful. That's bottom of the barrel. You stop it. No, I'll fucking change the time to fucking 5 Eastern. And then everyone's going to be late. I'll do it without even telling you guys. I don't give a fuck. Maybe I'll do it for the fucking morning, fucking 10 a.m. I'll just fucking pull an all-nighter because I'm not waking up at 10 a.m. I don't know the last time I got up at 10 a.m. I went back to bed. It's one of those NFL London games I tried to watch that, it just didn't end up watching. It just didn't end up happening, ladies and gentlemen. It just didn't end up happening. No, we're going to change it to 6, Sage. Sage, I am politely asking you to change it to 6 or you will be dismissed with cause. That means you won't be able to fucking collect DI. With fucking cause, Sage. I politely ask you to stop being such a fucking asshole. Do not be a fucking asshole tonight. Politely. Respectfully. It's Sunday. Sage, I'm being as polite as I can get right now. You told me to eat a vegan donair. Do you know what that means? Telling me to eat a fucking vegan donair? Do you know what that fucking means? That's. I want you to say that I want you to retract it, or at least say you're sorry. You are a liar. Occasionally. I'll eat a bag of chicken meat sandwiches. It's better than fucking vegan donairs. This Sunday when you're working. Yeah, just ask for undertime. They'll probably hook you up with some undertime. Just fucking go on a different device. Just fucking, I don't know, you'll probably be in chat support or some shit. Who gives a fuck? We can't make it work for everyone. Okay. I'm sorry that I lashed out to you because you said that I should eat a vegan donair, and that was completely uncalled for, and I'd like to politely ask for you to change it to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday is the actual least busiest day of the week, next to Saturdays. Alright, Sage, I want you to retract what you said about vegan donairs, because that's much like telling me to eat a fucking crepe. You're asking me to eat a fucking thin donair? I'm not eating no thin donair, please. Please, I want you to apologize for that. You didn't mean to eat a vegan... So you ate a vegan donair. You ate a vegan donair, Pepe Le Pew. Huh? Sage, you eating fucking vegan donairs? Is that why you're so fucking moody? I don't like this. I don't like where this is going at all. We don't put mayo on our donairs. We put other white sauce on it. It's vegan donairs. I know how to say fucking vegan. Vagabond is one of the jokers in Balatro. I'm aware. It's when you have $4 or less and you play a hand, you get a little tarot card. It's a beautiful fucking little card. If you use it, especially if it's polychrome. If you polychrome it and you plan on being fucking broke, I like the Vagabond. I like the Vagabond just as much as I like Gold Bond. You know? Can we do a Saturday? No. Absolutely not. That's a payroll day. I cannot take Saturday off. Alright, you guys want to see a little work avoidance? Okay, I'll just fucking use a PTO. Fuck it. No, I can't do that. It won't work out. I can't be working and doing fantasy drafts at the same time if I'm going to cut to the core with this sexy hair little voice. Okay, guys? I've got breakdowns. I'm going to break down every pick. I'm fucking Ron Burgundy-like, okay? Come on, guys. Don't fucking put pressure on Papa Rod like this. Come on. I'm not ever going to auto-draft. If I auto-draft, that means I leave the league. I will never auto-draft because then it's not my team. My team is only my team if I was there to harvest the fruit of my fucking loins, which is fucking making the picks. So no, that's not going to happen. Non-negotiable. Sage, it's Sunday. Who cares if someone who doesn't know football auto drafts and then ends up with a better fucking team than they would have had to begin with, okay? Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I want some extra mayo for my fucking draft picks, you fucking son of a bitch. You guys are fucking, you're unhinged tonight. It's fucking unreal. You guys are making me extremely irritable, and I'd even say downright fucking angry. And I came in here in a good mood. I came in here singing that it's a thunderful fucking world. Came in here singing. With a high-pitched fucking 12-year-old schoolgirl voice, I was singing. Now I'm fucking spitting angry. With that said, Sage, I've got two announcements to make. In the NBA today, there was absolutely no news, and I'm sorry to tell you this, Sage. It's not because you gave me a big fuck you about the 7. It's because I don't fucking care anymore. I'm not fucking covering the NBA anymore. Unless there's something that is important. Okay. I will never do that, Nameless. Never. NBA is not being covered anymore. Maybe when the Raptors start playing, if they do good, we'll cover it. Only if it's notable news. And by notable, I mean on the fucking front page of fucking ESPN. I'm sorry, Sage. This was a hard decision. I was up all fucking night, and I was thinking about it. And it's just, it's a waste of 2 to 3 minutes every day to say nothing actually happened. The National Boarfest Association. I agree. I'll second that. I might even make that a fucking hashtag when I fucking share this video on Twitter and Facebook later on this evening. Excuse me? I was fucking up all night playing Balatro. Let's say it the way it is. I'm not that addicted to Balatro. I got one challenge to go. One to go. Then I'm 30 out of 31. Then I just need to gold stamp every Joker, which is going to be a lot of them. But I'm going to know how to pick and choose. I'm going to be able to take care of this. I do have the Balatro under control in terms of challenges that I'm going to beat. And, that's 620, that's 630 hours. It's not a real 620, 630. It's more like a 500, in my opinion. I mean, I'll admit, I've probably put 500 games into this, 500 hours into this game, and I don't have any shame about it. Because, you know what? It's the best game ever made, and that's all there is to it. It's not even fucking open for negotiation. It's actually not open for vote. That's just the way she goes. To quote fucking Ray from the fucking Trailer Park Boys, it's just the fucking way she goes. Speaking of the Trailer Park Boys, the Blue Jays played like a fucking Trailer Park Boys team today. They were up 4-0, I don't know, in the fucking 5th inning. Then they let 2 runs. Then they ended up losing fucking 7-5. So now, Boston is 4 games back. The Yankees are 4.5 back of us. And that's a game you just can't lose, honestly. The bullpen needs to stop fucking around. They need to stop fucking jerking the curtain and get their fucking shit together. It's been the entire bullpen. Chris Bassett was pretty solid tonight. 2 earned runs, 5 2/3 innings. 3 walks. 4 hits. That's pretty good whip there. Louis Varland, I don't know. 1 earned run in a third of an inning. Brandon Little, okay, he didn't let an earned run, but he looked like absolute fucking shit. Can't command the strike zone. Sir Anthony Dominguez is the only one that's fucking pitching lately. Yuriel Rodriguez had to come in for Jeff Hoffman, who let fucking 4 runs. 4 of them earned off fucking 2 home runs in an inning. So, yeah, I'm pretty fucking disappointed about that. The only thing I'm not disappointed about is George Springer, who raised his average to 301 with a 929 OPS, which I know is fucking amongst the league leaders. He had fucking 2 home runs tonight, I think 23 and 24. 4 fucking hits, 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs. And that's all we're going to talk about on offense. I don't give a fuck about what the rest of the guys did, even though the team did hit 14 fucking hits in its entirety. But I'm not here to talk about the Blue Jays. I'm not here to talk about, any of that bullshit. We'll go over quickly the Pete Rose Bowl cut and where it currently stands. We'll get that out of the way because I can't wait to delete this league too. It's Tommy Callahan's Auto Parts made a move without telling me. Garrett Whitlock was added to Tommy Callahan's Auto Parts, and I never even received a notification regarding it. Certainly not on Discord or via text. This is quite concerning to me. I don't believe I received a text or a Discord message. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable in my fucking book. That strikes 2 and 3 right there. Nolan McLean. I've got a question here. What's going on? Is Nolan McLean a fucking pitcher or a fucking designated hitter? Because if he's a designated hitter, that move gets revoked and there is no fucking complimentary move that gets made. It has Nolan McLean listed as a DH. Okay, I was going to say, if you make a fucking move that isn't for the fucking same position, you lose your fucking move. That's all I'm going to say. So if there's some funny business going on, he's a pitcher. Why are they listing him as a DH if he's a fucking pitcher? ESPN has fallen to fucking pieces. Just like fucking Scott Weiland did shortly before he fucking overdosed on fucking drugs. Unbelievable. This is fucking sick. And that's a song that they sang, by the way. Great song. Love that song. You dropped Kyle Manzardo. Okay. All right, to the scores. To the scores we go. Yeah, except he's not hitting anymore. He hasn't hit since his fucking college days. So yeah, nice fucking try. We've got a Nets awesome team. A close series, up 11-4. Alejandro's astounding team up. Tied 8-8 against Vlad the Impalers. Not sure why a move hasn't been made for Jordan Westberg, unless she's stashing Jordan Westberg. I do want to make a point. I don't want to see like a guy like Jordan Westberg get dropped this week and then 2 weeks from now get added in the finals. I don't want to see any of that fuckery. If a player got dropped in the postseason, we cannot fucking pick them up. That's all I'm going to fucking say. And that's the way the cookie's going to crumble. And I don't care what you or fucking Sage has to say. I'm fucking putting my fucking foot down on this one. I don't give a fucking baker's fuck. Graham's great team is currently down 9-6 to bases loaded IBB. We don't fuck around here. You guys think we don't fuck around right now? In the fucking Pete Rose bowl cut? Wait till it gets a bit more stringent in the fucking OJ's juicery. You haven't seen shit yet. You haven't seen shit. It's going to pick up once the juicery gets going. We just need to do a bit more renovations before it's, up to code, up to inspection, all that sort of thing. I'm all fired up for the juicery. You know what? At first I didn't like the OJ's juicery brand, but now I'm all for it. I'm all for it, honestly. Maybe Tropicana will be our goddamn sponsor. OJ's Juicery. And they'll be proud. And they'll put a goddamn picture of Nordberg wearing a goddamn fucking white hat while he cooks on their goddamn fucking bottles of fucking Tropicana. That's my dream. That's my dream. And I can't wait for it to become a reality. This is all for Nordberg, ladies and gentlemen. Nordberg. Formerly, we could have went with the Nordberg Football League, the NFL. We could have went for that as well. But I think we're going to go with OJ's Juicery. I think that's what we're going with. And we will probably get shut down at some point. But that's a risk we have to take, in my humble opinion. All right, let's get to it. Oh, my God. Lot of reading. I got to read all these fucking players and shit. Man, there's like fucking 53 of them, including a goddamn fucking contract. You know what we're not going to talk about tonight? Because I'm not a sellout. You guys can guess what we're not going to talk about tonight that other sports media is talking about. And I won't answer if you're right or wrong. But I can tell you, there's one thing that everyone's talking about tonight that I won't be talking about. So there you go. Leave comments if you have a suspicion, and I'll neither confirm nor deny them. All right, so let's get to the Packers. The Packers released their initial 53-man roster. Let's not forget, tomorrow there's going to be moves that get made. So this is the initial 53-man roster. So a couple of these guys might not make it, but before we even get into it, here's the little preamble. I think if the Packers are going to take people and add them either to the practice, well, not so much the practice squad, but if they're going to add to their current roster, what I suspect they're going to be looking for is waiver claims that would consist of, a cornerback. I think cornerback is a position they could, and tight end. Those are the two positions that I would say right now they'd be looking to upgrade. Potentially offensive line if they don't want Donovan Jennings. I don't fucking know. But those are the two positions that kind of stick out to me. So, to me, not a whole lot of surprises. They went with two quarterbacks, Jordan Love, Malik Willis. I think it's a good little tandem. Now, the only shitty part for me is not that we cut Sean Clifford. I'm okay with us cutting Sean Clifford. In fact, I don't want Sean Clifford to ever grace a goddamn Packers jersey ever again. Even if it is in the goddamn fucking practice squad. Don't want to see Sean Clifford again. Pivot off of it. Move off of it. Now, I do like what I saw or read about for Tyler Algersma. I do want him back to the practice squad. I kind of worry a team, like the Bills might kind of pick him up or something, but he already chose us over the Bills, so I feel like it's kind of safe. He's going to be on the practice squad unless we see someone that we like a hell of a lot more out there. I feel like Algersma will be back. Now, running backs, we kept the right running backs, in my opinion. We kept Josh Jacobs, Emmanuel Wilson, and Chris Brooks. Now, Marshawn Lloyd is on the injured reserve, which means not eligible to return until 4 games have passed. So, we actually carry 4 running backs into the season, if you guys can't do 3 plus 1 math. And I think even then, when Marshawn Lloyd comes back, we would just carry a stable of 4. And I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. I like our running backs. I think we've got some of the best running backs in the league. I'm not concerned about our running backs whatsoever, if I'm being honest with you. And I'm not concerned about our wide receivers. So we kept Romeo Doubs, who rumor has it, Aaron Rodgers called us to ask about the availability of Romeo Doubs. Do you think I believe that rumor at all? Yes, Aaron Rodgers called us. Not their GM, Omar Khan, but Aaron Rodgers called us. Bullshit. Anyways, back to it. Romeo Doubs, Jaden Reed, Matthew Golden, Dontavian Wicks, Savion Williams, Malik Heath are the 6 that we're keeping. Now, we did have to put Christian Watson on the PUP list, meaning he can't return until after week 4. His training has looked very good. His recovery has looked very good. He could potentially be back after week 4. Most people think it's going to be like week 8. I could potentially see him coming back before that, though. Maybe week 7, week 8 is the most realistic. But, he's already been training non-contact with the Packers. So, you're going to see him. Now, what you could see happen is Savion Williams tomorrow could end up on an injured reserve as well. He's got an injury going on right now. So, you could see that. Malik Heath is the only guy that's kind of, meh. I don't know. He's a blocking guy, so he'll help our run game. I guess he's probably the only blocking guy on our team. We got to look for Jaden Reed and Dontavian Wicks to kind of rebound a little bit. They need to kind of cut out the drops a little bit, that sort of thing. I think Matthew Golden is going to have a very big role on the team regardless of what happens when Christian Watson comes back. And Romeo Doubs, he's going to be kind of your slot guy, your go-to guy. I think he's your trusted receiver. I really like the wide receivers, if I'm being honest with you. Let me just take a look at the comments before we move on to the tight ends, which I do have an opinion about. Can't believe you're disrespecting the greatest quarterback of our generation. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. It's just the way she goes, as Ray would say. Does Omar Khan wear the number 88? He's a GM, man, so you'd have to ask what he wore back in the day, man. I don't have any comments there. Dan's saying mother is giving me Fitz, a back and forth battle. Well, that's what happens when you find yourself in a vicious cockfight. Let's get back to the Packers, and we'll kind of break down a few things here. So tight ends, not really much of a surprise. I was kind of expecting us just to keep 3 tight ends in a way. So when I think, okay, Tucker Kraft, an emerging star in my opinion, definitely a guy to watch out for in fantasy, as well as Matthew Golden. Luke Musgrave, great potential. I mean, if he could kind of just get, like 400 or 500 yards this year, he could be a really good number too. Could give us like a great 2-punch combo there. John Fitzpatrick, I mean, he showed up in preseason. I expected him to make the team. Good blocker, starting to show a bit of playmaking ability, but he's not going to be a playmaker. And Ben Sims barely made it on this team. I would circle Ben Sims and say tomorrow you might see him dropped. You'd probably see him dropped and maybe another tight end picked up. Don't think we'd carry another cornerback, but you never know. Offensive line, not really any surprises here, especially after we made the trade for Darian Kennard. You got Elgton Jenkins, who's going to man center. Rasheed Walker, who, I mean, he's playing left tackle, but I don't know if Jordan Morgan's going to beat him out. Jordan Morgan obviously made the team as well. Aaron Banks been dealing with the back injury. He made the team. Zach Tom, Sean Ryan, Anthony Belton, and Donovan Jennings. Donovan Jennings is your swing tackle, 9th lineman. I don't know. Could potentially look to upgrade there too if there's someone you see out on the waivers. That's potentially a spot I could see us looking to upgrade. Defensive end, no real surprises here. I don't know if some people were surprised that, because if we go to wide receiver, I know there's people that are shitting their pants because we cut McCole Hardman. Well, McCole Hardman can't receive. Terrible receiver. Doesn't contribute in many ways whatsoever. And the way he was supposed to contribute was as a punt returner. I think he had 2 fumbles last week. So he kind of lost his way off the roster because I feel like we probably wanted McCole Hardman in over Malik Heath, but guess what? Didn't happen. Didn't play good enough. Now the money's non-guaranteed, bitch. So defensive ends, you got Rashawn Gary, Lucas Finesse, Kingsley Anagabare, Brenton Cox Jr., who was super efficient last year. Don't know what we got in him yet. And Baron Sorrell. I guess some people might be surprised that Aaron Mosby got cut. I'm not surprised at all. In fact, this is kind of the way I saw it going. I kind of saw that we would carry 1 less defensive end, and then I thought we'd carry all 6 defensive tackles that we did carry. So Kenny Clark, I mean, he's been here for fucking 8-9 years. He had a terrible injury last year that he sustained starting in week 1. Let's hope that his performance was shit because of that. I think it was an ankle injury. I don't know. You got Devontae Wyatt out of Georgia. You got Carl Brooks, Warren Brinson out of Georgia, Colby Wooden, and then Nazir Stakos out of Georgia. Now, Warren Brinson was our 6th-round pick. Got a bit more pass rush upside than Nazir Stakos. Nazir Stakos is a guy, that's what he's going to do. He's going to stack the house. He's going to be a run stuffer. That's all he really does right now. Could he add to his repertoire? Potentially. We'll see what happens there. Now, the interesting thing, I'm not sure if any of you guys know this, probably don't, but what's his face there? Colby Wooden. So he's trying to craft a bit more of an inside role. I think he's up to 296 to 300 pounds. So he put on over 20 pounds this year so he could play more inside rather than outside. Apparently the speed looks the same. He obviously is stronger. I mean, he's put on some weight, right? So we'll actually see if he can take a step up. I really like both Wooden and Carl Brooks coming out of the draft 2 years ago. I'm not going to say I love our defensive line, but I see potential here. And I think the biggest reason that I see potential is Devontae Wyatt. I think Devontae Wyatt, a lot is hinging on him to do well, but we'll see what happens there. Quite a few people were surprised that the Packers elected to only keep 4 inside linebackers, given that they need to play typically three. Well, typically what they're going to go to is a 4-2-5. So your base formation in the NFL today is a 4-2-5. Four linemen, two inside linebackers, and then five defensive backs. However you want to spread it around. So that's typically what you're going to play, what, 30, 40, 50% of the time? I don't fucking know. Somewhere in that fucking range. But then you're going to need like a third linebacker to play, your base 4-3. You're looking to stop the run a little bit, etc., etc. So us carrying four, yes, it looks very thin, but I think it was the right move. And I'll explain why in a second. So obviously we got Quay Walker coming back. They should have Edger and Cooper as the number one, because Edger and Cooper is a future all-pro. Mark my words, this guy is one of the best inside linebackers in the game. And you know what? He's going to be as good as or better than Fred Warner. There, you heard it here first. You got Isaiah McDuffie, who looks like he might have been leapfrogged by Tyron Hopper, third-round pick out of last year's draft. So last year we went second round and then third round with inside linebackers. Tyron Hopper has taken a huge leap this year, so I actually think he's our 3. And I actually think he gives us the leeway to just let Quay Walker walk in the offseason and save, $15 or $16 million per year. So that's our linebackers. Is that going to be our linebackers come tomorrow? I don't know. Probably not, because we cut Christian Welch. We got rid of Isaiah Simmons. Maybe someone signs one of those two. That's fine. We've also got another guy. I think his name's Jamon Johnson. So I think we believe that we could stuff Jamon Johnson to the practice squad, which we probably can. Potentially Christian Welch. And then you've got your linebackers if you need to call them up. So that's kind of what I see going on there. Quarterback, which is the weakest position that we have. I believe the reason why we cut Kalen King, who some people are upset about, is because we know that he's going to come back on a practice squad deal. A lot of times you cut these guys, they come back. They go to your practice squad. So calm the fuck down, people. It's Kalen fucking King. He was a former 6th or 7th round draft pick. Let's chill the fuck out. I was kind of surprised by Corey Ballantyne getting cut, given that he does have some real NFL experience, but I don't know. I mean, he was also cut by the Colts after being signed earlier in the offseason to a 1-year deal, so who the fuck am I to say? This is the most concerning group that we have, in my opinion. Now, that does not necessarily mean a goddamn thing, because your cornerbacks can be good. If you're going, like what we're going to do a lot is cover 3, cover 2, inverted cover 2, etc., etc. That's mostly what we're going to do this year on defense. So, a lot of it's going to hinge on pass rush. So if we could just get fucking Micah Parsons, we could do whatever the fuck we want to do. In theory. But I kind of agree with who we kept. I mean, Keyshawn Nixon, Nate Hobbs, we knew we were going to keep them as our outside guys. Carrington Valentine, yeah, he can play outside as well. Nate Hobbs can play inside as well. Bo Melton, the more I heard about him, the more I realized he was going to make the team. He could actually help you in 3 different ways. He's going to play special teams first and foremost. He's not going to see the field as a starter. I heard of Steve Weiser. I'd like a Steve Weiser too. But Bo Melton's not going to be playing a lot of snaps. But what he gives you is versatility. He's going to contribute to special teams. If you get an injury or two, you're basically going to see him potentially play a little bit of wide receiver this year. And he's going to play some corner if we get banged up a bit. And I'm sure there's going to be a package where, if we're throwing a bunch of corners out there, I don't know, like a quarter defense or some shit, we'll see Bo Melton out there. Kind of crazy, though. You don't usually see a guy make a team after switching positions. Bo knows. Bo knows. We kept Kamal Haddon. I mean, expected that. Micah Robinson, a guy, a lot of scouts had like 1,700th best in the draft. So think about that. You draft about, 262 in a draft. Scouts had him down at like the 1,700 range. That kind of shows you that scouts don't know what the fuck they're talking about most of the time. Because this guy's looked good all offseason. I know people are pissed off about it, Packers fans. I don't know why you'd be pissed off at it, because if he fucking sucks, I mean, you can easily replace him. So I really don't get it. Now, this might be the best position group that the Packers do have, is our safety position. So we've got Xavier McKinney, All-Pro, formerly of the New York Giants, nameless. I need to ask you, why did you Giants let him get away? You let what, him and then the next year you let Saquon Barkley get away. What's wrong with you? Xavier McKinney, safety, formerly of the New York Giants. He was 24 years old when he signed with the Green Bay Packers. Why'd you guys let him go? Why would you guys let... Legit, and he's a fantasy guy, too. He had like eight interceptions last year, man. 7 or 8 interceptions. The guy's an absolute ball hawk. Can tackle. You can put him single high. He does whatever he wants. Because you wanted to pay Danny dimes. I get it. All right, I understand. I just needed to ask the tough question to you there. So I really think that this safety group is one. I think that there's two, maybe 3 positions, but I really feel like the safety group is potentially top 3 or top 5 in football. You've got Xavier McKinney, Evan Williams, Javon Bullard, who can play a little nickel corner, although I guess his grades aren't great there. Kaitan Oladapo, and Zane Anderson. Zane Anderson could be getting moved to the injured list tomorrow, so you could see Amar Johnson, I think. No, Amar Johnson's the running back. There's a few guys that got cut. I'll have to look it up that I could see coming back to the team. There's a few Johnsons. I know Jamon Johnson, Amar Johnson. There's Omar Brown. Okay, it's Omar Brown. I think we shut him down. I think it's Omar Brown. I'd have to look that up and see the cuts there. Anyways, our safety group is outstanding. I think that our linebacking core is one that could really stand out. Defensive end, I'm not going to say it's a sore spot, but if we could just trade for Micah Parsons, I'd feel a lot better. Defensive tackle, I don't know. A lot of uncertainty there. Offensive line, I think we've invested a lot. We could be very good there. Now, if Tucker Kraft stays healthy, our tight ends are very good. But if he goes down and Luke Musgrave doesn't progress, then you've got a problem. Wide receivers, we got more depth in the league than anyone, if you ask me. Running back, more depth in the league than probably anyone. Like, especially if Marshawn Lloyd stays healthy, you're going to have a 1-2 punch. One that can thump and then one that fucking can just fly down the fucking field. I'm telling you, Marshawn Lloyd, he's been snake bitten. He's had bad luck with injuries, but this guy is a fucking motherfucker. That's all I have to say about that. And Jordan Love, I mean, played very good, I'd say, but I want to see him take a next step up. If he takes one step up, that could potentially mean that we're, Super Bowl contenders. Now, on special teams, obviously got the great Brandon McManus, who was accused of some things last year that kept him, away, and then we were able to sign him. Daniel Whalen was fucking punting like crazy in the last preseason game. Matt Orzig is our long snapper. He signed a 3-year extension today. I don't really give a fuck about that. So kind of these guys that we've got. So we've got 2 guys on the injured reserve. I don't know the difference between physically unable to perform and injured reserve, but you've got Marshawn Lloyd, hamstring, Jacob Monk, who's looked terrible. He's lucky that he's like one of the only centers that we have on the team, because he has a hamstring injury, and that's probably what saved him from being cut, if we're being honest here. So look for him to get cut later in the year. PUP list, you got Christian Watson, defensive end / inside linebacker Colin Oliver, undersized guy. He's got a hamstring injury. And John Williams, 7th round pick with a back injury. So I kind of see John Williams as like a red shirt. He might not play this year. I expect everyone else to play again except for Jacob Monk. I don't think Jacob Monk will be back this year. I'm just going to take a look at the cuts list. That way we can kind of look at some of the guys that I expect back on the Green Bay Packers roster. Can I get a good search result with the fucking imbecile? That is fucking Brave. Brave really needs to make their search engine a little bit better, honestly. Green Bay Packers cuts. take a quick look at the comments here now. Okay. Sage says, are you going to announce that some people got engaged? No, because I don't do that here. I don't give a shit about that, and I'm not going to be a fucking sellout. I talk about whatever the fuck I want, and I'm not going to talk about those two expletives. Okay? I'm sorry, I missed your message earlier, Sage. But fuck that. I don't talk about... We're here to talk about football. We're not here to talk about the fucking wedding planner. Okay? Saquon made sense. No running back can succeed behind our dog shit OL. I mean, that's true. And you needed the cap space. Well, I do find it funny. You guys were on Hard Knocks, and the guy on Hard Knocks is like, what happens if he goes to the Philadelphia Eagles? And he's like all concerned and shit. And then it actually fucking happened. It was pretty fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, I would call it the crap space too that you guys fucking paid on. I almost called him Danny Jones. All right, let's round out the cuts, and then let's get the fuck out of here. And I'm not going to go over every cut. I'm going to go over the ones that I think the Packers could bring back and add to their practice squad. So you got Cornelius Johnson, wide receiver. From what I've heard, he potentially could be back. Now, Isaiah Simmons, he's kind of an older guy. He would only come back if... he's only going to come back basically like if he can't latch on to another team as a special teamer. I think he will latch on to another team and be a special teamer there. Taylor Algersma, I actually do expect him to be back, quarterback out of Canada. McCole Hardman, I think he'll latch on to another team as a punt returner. Do not think he'll be back in Green Bay. Israel Abakananda, I'm kind of 50-50 on this. The running back, I do think it's possible that we bring him back, but I'm not 100% sure one way or the other. Amar Johnson, running back, I potentially could see him coming back. Will Shepard, wide receiver, could potentially see him coming back. Sean Clifford, I'd say, I hope, absolutely no way he comes back. Quarterback, we need to move off of him. I don't think Corey Ballantyne would want to come back as a practice squad guy. Probably wants to latch on, to a veterans minimum somewhere else. Kalen King, I would say he's going to be back. I'm pretty confident about that. Aaron Mosby, I expect him to be back on the practice squad. Jonathan Baldwin, I expect him to be back as well. Christian Welch, it just depends. He's familiar with us. It would make sense for us to potentially keep him. I can't guarantee it, though, because he might get a job somewhere else. So, like I said, you got Jamon Johnson and Christian Welch. I think at least one of those are going to make it onto the practice squad. More likely Jamon Johnson. And then, in terms of what happens after that, I really have no idea. Like, there's probably more on this list that are going to make it. Hendon Hooker is a guy... Here's a guy that we could get, formerly of Detroit. He learned their playbook a little bit. Maybe we should bring Hendon Hooker on and just have him give us a little bit of intel. The New England Patriots used to do this shit all the fucking time. So I'd be kind of interested, if we kind of did that. A little, I can't find the word right now. Espionage, a little espionage. I think that would be pretty funny. But I don't expect that to happen. He's like a 27-year-old now. I just don't think it's going to happen. He was drafted in the first 90 or 100 picks, though. Like, he was a guy that people were pretty fucking high on. So, I mean, if you value him more than Algersma, then why the fuck not? You know what I mean? Anyways, we will be following up tomorrow for football. There will be a lot of moves. Before I cut the stream, before I cut the cord, I want to know, Sage, was there any notables or nameless or whoever the fuck wants to speak their fucking mind right there? Were there any fucking notables in sports that I missed today? Because I really didn't want to go over the entire fucking NFL, if I'm being honest. But was there anything notable other than fucking weddings and shit, man? I'm not dealing with that. We're here to talk football. We're not here to talk fucking weddings. What did I miss, Nameless? I'm very curious what you're going to say. You looking to lose a fucking wrench too? Huh? Huh? What the fuck do you want to say here? I'd have to make this a little bigger to see. Washington commentators started calling the game Stanton 5-1. Oh God. What? They were calling the game after it was 5-1 against the Nationals? No wonder the Nationals are fucking terrible. Can you blame them? I'd be calling the fucking game too, man. Washington's got some good young players, but I don't know, man. Trying to sift through the shit and see. I don't really see anything else worth covering. Tomorrow we'll have some moves, though. Because I think they got to clear waivers or something. So I think it's like a 24-hour period or some shit. We'll have some moves tomorrow. It's nice that football is right around the corner. And we can officially stop talking about basketball. I love it. Sage doesn't, but I do. I can't wait to not talk about basketball for a long time. You could call them the Washington Capitals. That's a good. I like that. It's a good little rib, as they say. Cover your shame. You're Wayne Kerr. You're Wayne Kerr. I get what you're saying there, but I don't appreciate it. I think it's straight disrespect, motherfucker. If you were here right now, I'd punch you right in the fucking jaw, and I'd knock your ass the fuck out. Is this the year we do 4 playoff teams in the NFL? Do we want to sleep on that? We've got new people coming in, like Katrina. Mom's not very good. Corpsto is not very good. I'm not opposed to 4, but I feel like 6 keeps them interested. She knows baseball, though, more than she knows football. Is this the year that Zhao, Nameless, renames his team to bloody Wayne Kurtz? Wayne Kurtz. Oh my God, it happened. It happened. He booby-trapped it. Dear God in heaven. We'll consider it, Sage. We'll consider it. Or what about 5? 1 gets a bye. Nah, that doesn't mathematically make sense. I'm sorry. I said something stupid. I'm sorry. I said something stupid. I kind of want to go. Like 6, but I think 4 would be a good way. Let's think about it. Let's sleep on it. Let me sleep on it. Baby, baby, let me sleep on it. There you go. That's my answer to you. Alright. Again, absolutely no NBA news today. We had a good day. Good day. Sage, the Titans still suck. We're going to be back at it tomorrow. We'll have some waiver moves. Keep an eye on the prize. Keep your eyes peeled for some news for tomorrow, okay? That's right, Sage. Saturday. I'll be leaving the country Saturday, but yeah, you go right ahead. Nameless says, you know what? I'm going to rename my baseball team. You know what? You have that right. It's a free country. It's a free country. I'd recommend doing something that relates to OJ's Juicery. I do apologize for any inconvenience that has been bestowed upon you guys. No Age of Empires tonight. I am going to check what it has been renamed to. This sounds juicy. This sounds like there's a lot of juicy fruit. It sounds like OJ's juicery right now. Is it? Let's see if it's like a juicy fruit. Drew Peacocks. Drew Peacocks. Drew Peacocks. Drew Peacocks. I'm trying to understand what it means. I get it now. I get it now. Yeah, I get it. Okay, you guys, that's really funny. You guys are real funny. Drew Peacocks. Good for you. Good for you. Good work. Good work. I said Drew P. Cox. Do you need me to say it faster too? What's your problem? What's your fucking problem, Sage? Droopy Cox. There you go. Funny. Just like fucking wanker. Wanker. I hope you're crying. That's what we bring you guys here. Laughter is the best medicine, and I'm officially a fucking doctor. That's how it is. That's how it is. Thank you for that, Drew Peacocks. We gotta call it here. This is just too. It's getting a little abrasive. It's getting a little too boisterous, and it's getting a little too jovial. Even for the thundercloud. Even for the most thunderous cloud in the world. All right, guys. It's been nice sharing some tears, sharing some laughter. We're gonna take care of business tomorrow. I will read what Sage says. Corbs, remember you can add a second baseman or third baseman with Jordan Westberg out. So you've got that going for you. Alright, guys, fuck the Tennessee Titans. Fuck the New York Giants. And fuck anyone who is not near. Is that a real comment right now? Yes, we were talking about Drew Peacocks. Drew Peacocks. Yes. Yes, you did hear. You did hear correctly. Dear God in heaven. This is the stream that just never fucking ends. I guess so. I guess so. I mean I didn't change my team name. It was Zal that changed it. And then he forced me to make me say it fast too, and I didn't necessarily appreciate that. Didn't appreciate that whatsoever. Anyways. Goodbye, Drew Peacocks. Goodbye, Wankers. Wanker, whatever his fucking name is. And have a good night, everyone. We'll be back at it tomorrow where we will play Age of Empires 4. You can make it more PG. Make it more... the team's been... Dear God. I can't even sign off on this fucking... Let me see what it is now. What's it, fucking Moby Dick or some shit? Like, what the fuck is it now? Let me see what the fuck is going on now. Okay. Okay. R Slicker. Who names their kid R? And is there anyone in the history of the world with the last name Slicker? R Slicker. I don't think it's a real name. I just don't. I feel like I'm on The Simpsons right now. I literally feel like I'm fucking talking to fucking Bartholomew right now. Yeah. It reminds me of, alcoholic. Well, I mean, Nameless does have a rebuttal, as he normally does when he comes to this program. Says it's German, Slicker family history. All right, now find me someone that's named fucking R. Who names their kid fucking R? The rated R slicker superstar? Like, what the fuck, man? Okay, Schlicker makes sense. R. Schlicker. I mean, if you said Arn, like Arn Anderson of the WWF, Arn Schlicker, that makes sense. But I don't think there's anyone out there named R. Unless you're saying that the N is silent, I don't know. I kind of like the Drew Peacocks a little bit more, just a little bit more. Do gooder next time, Zal. That's all I gotta say. Oh, I forgot to announce, you're up 10-4, R Liquor or R Slicker. So there you go. We end on a good note for R Slicker. You went to school with a guy named R, mate. Okay, you went to a pirate school. You there with Steve the fucking pirate? You say hello to fucking Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller? Dodge Dip. I was gonna say Dodge Dick. Dodge Dip. I don't even know the fucking 5 dodges. Dodge. Jump. No, I don't know. I'm done. Sage. Post it. Okay, so R could be a Somalian name, which means pirate. Apparently, I'm getting some tweets in here from the cloud. Sage, please give me the fucking 5 Ds, please, Sage. Dodge, dip, dash, duck, dodge. I think I got them. I got them all. I got them all, right? Maybe not in the same order. I think I got them all, though, no? I think I did. I almost said DAP, but then I realized that doesn't really apply here. You know, we're going to have a picture of Steve the Pirate one of these nights. I think that'll be a hell of a night. Alright, guys, that's it. We're going on an hour. That was a good little power hour that we had right there. And Nameless, please stop being so fucking profane when you're in here. You're a moderator. You're supposed to set an example for the rest of them, and I think you've set a negative example. Your war is negative as a moderator. Okay? Alright, guys, it's closing time. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Take care. See ya.